Hi, good day. Our application is TestGenR. It is an AI-based test case generator for Jira. Myself, Nitish Kumar, and my team member is Amal VP. Target audience for this product is teams that follow agile practices. For them, there are stories that require manual testing. They use third-party tools to document the test cases and then link these test cases to Jira application. The problem faced by these teams is that in many projects, this test case generation is done manually by the developer or the QA associated with it, so which is a time-consuming effort. They need to write the test cases first, then they go for the manual testing of the application. Now, the documented test cases are mainly prepared outside Jira, even though if Jira is a full-fledged workflow manager. So they use third-party suites like Sapphire, or they use some Excel sheets, and then they link it with the Jira application. Or they create custom Jira issue tickets and then link with the story ticket. Then the people spend more time coding the unit tests for the code they have already written. So this can be automated. How? Our application is basically a Jira issue panel app that lists the test cases for stories that require only testing. So we can see the test cases within the story ticket itself. These test cases are generated automatically by AI by reading the description of the story. The users can edit, create, or update any test cases, and they can act as a checklist before moving the story to the done status. They also have an option to export the generated test cases so that they can integrate with other third-party tools. Since this one is the workflow of the developers, this comes under the category of AI apps for developer experience. Now let us move to the demo of our application. I have already installed the application into my Jira project. I have created a sprint board, Scrum board, and I have already added one status called ready for test. Now, before using the application, I need to configure a trigger status. There are certain stories which does not require any kind of testing, like an R&D ticket. They will move from to do, in progress, and then they will move to done. So such kind of story tickets does not require any test cases. Tickets that require test cases, we will move to a particular status like ready for test. So that during the iteration or during the meeting with the stakeholders or during the development, multiple changes can happen in the story description. And when it is ready for test, the story descriptions are finalized, and then we can create the test cases. For that, to set the trigger status, we go to project settings. Under the apps, we find the TestGenR config, and there is a drop down to actually select the trigger status. So here I already set the ready for test as my trigger status. Then you have optional, you can also provide your own organization's OpenAI key. For the purpose of this demonstration, I am using my own OpenAI key and click on submit. Now I already have two story tickets. One of them is initiate config module. It has some issue description written under it. And this is the issue panel which I am trying to open to generate my test cases. But since this is in to-do status, there won't be any test cases generated under it. There will be one bar being shown, and it also gives a hint to go to the project settings to know the usage. Now I am moving it to in progress status. So this status change is being recognized by backend, and it is only generated once it moves to my trigger status, which is the ready for test status. Here, since it is in progress, the test cases are not being generated. Now, when I am moving to ready for test status, this is being analyzed by the backend engine, and then it extracts the description from the story of this particular ticket, and then go to OpenAI. We use ChatGPT model, the 3.4 Turbo model, and then generate test cases for this particular story description. Once after a particular kind of time, we open it, we can see that the test cases corresponding to this particular issue description are being displayed under here. If you're not happy with the generated test cases, you can click on this, and you can also edit it. You can also add a new test cases by clicking add on test case 1. Click on enter, and it's also being saved here. You can delete the test cases if you don't require it. And when you are moving to done, you can use this as a checklist to actually confirm that everything is marked as done, and then you can move to done status. Now, there is also another export of CSV option here. This is useful when you want to integrate this generated test case to your third-party tools like the Sapphire app. So when I am generating this, it will create an Excel sheet. You can modify the columns, and then you can import it or export it to other third-party tools. So as you can see, I'm not creating any other custom Jira issue ticket like a test case and linking it to this particular story ticket. I am directly doing the test cases, and I'm directly seeing the checklist within the issue ticket itself. So that's from my side. Thank you.